So this is a super common scenario. You're a brand new beekeeper. You set up your hive the very first year and you don't make much honey your first year. Most of your first year in beekeeping is spent just filling up your 2 brood boxes full of bees and brood and drawing out comb. Most people don't make much honey in their very first year, and that can be really disappointing. It's also not uncommon just in a bad year. There are some years where you just don't make much honey because it's too hot or it's too dry or it's too cold or it rained too much or not enough or bees didn't like the way the sun looked that month, who knows. But it's not uncommon to just have years where you don't make much honey. But I know if you're like me, I love, love, love getting honey off my bees. And so I'm going to show you if you are new to beekeeping or having a bad year, it's okay to get a little bit of honey out of your bees. So what I do, so this is a new hive. It was only established a few weeks ago. Well, I guess about a month ago. And they're starting to fill up their brood boxes. I mean, they've got a couple frames of bees and brood up in their second box. They've got the bottom box has a fair amount of bees. It's not a great hive, but it's not terrible. But they're really, we've only got a few weeks left, 7 to 10 days left in our honey flow. And there's no way they're going to be at a place where they're ready to fill up a honey super. It's just not going to happen. So what you can do is go through your hive. You can go through the bottom box or the top box and go to the outside edge and find a frame that is mostly full of honey. It can be capped, it can be uncapped. So here's a good example. Here's a frame, doesn't have any brood on it, but it's got a lot of uncapped nectar. It's got some capped honey. And you can wait until the honey flow's over and they'll probably cap all this over. So find a frame that's mostly capped honey on the outside edge, and you can eat the honey off this frame. So take it into your kitchen. You're not going to want to go buy an extractor to extract 1 frame of honey. So just take it into your kitchen, use your hive tool, scrape all the honey and all the comb off into a bowl. Squeeze that beeswax to get the honey all squeezed out of it once you've scraped it all off the foundation. And there you go. You'll get a couple jars of honey. You can eat it, give away some in little 1-ounce jars to your friends. And then this frame, you can just put it right back in the hive. You've scraped all the foundation off of it, all the wax off of it, but you can put it back into the hive and then give your hive a couple gallons of syrup, and they'll draw that wax back out and replace the nectar or replace the honey. And there you go. You got a couple jars of honey. It's not going to hurt your hive at all. Now, a fair amount of that honey could also be sugar water that you've been feeding your bees, but it'll be a mix of sugar water and honey, hopefully mostly honey. And so you'll kind of get a little bit of a reward for your first year of beekeeping. So it's okay to do that on a couple of frames. It's not going to hurt the bees, gives you a little bit of honey, and then hopefully next year you'll make an entire box full.